you a champion. If you a champion, show me you a champion. Cause real champions move like champions. And real champions prove that they're champions. If you a champion, show me you a champion. If you a champion, show me you a champion. Cause real champions move like champions. And real champions prove that they're champions.
Alright, this is Brian here with Sidestep Boxing with Hurricane Sammy, Valentin Jr. 7-0, 5 knockouts. Coming off an impressive victory over Greg Jackson of Philadelphia. Different opponent. He was tall, lanky. He was southpaw, right?
He was orthodox.
He was orthodox, okay. It was a tough fight, right? I mean, what were some things you could take away from that fight?
Well, I learned a lot about myself and how I needed to move a lot more, be a lot more slick, and watch my punches when I come in. He was a slick fighter, he was a slick Philly fighter. You know, they move their heads a lot, they keep their distance very well. And since he was a taller, I had to work on establishing my distance, getting inside without getting hit, and not smothering my punches in the process.
Now, do you feel that going the distance was a benefit to you, or were you let down because you didn't get the knockout?
No, it's always a great experience. You know, if I don't get the knockout, it doesn't bum me out because it's boxing. You know, you don't always get what you ask for, but it taught me I just need to go after what I want. I don't always look for the knockout. Matter of fact, most times I don't. I look to last. If a knockout comes, the knockout comes. But I'm glad I got the later rounds, and it showed that I can do more. And it's just good experience, to be in the later rounds like that, and just because you're not gonna knock everyone out. So.
And how do you rate your conditioning for the fight?
My conditioning wasn't where it should have been, but it was a process. It was a tough camp that we had, and I shouldn't make any excuses for it. It was just lack of communication, lack of pushing forward. I worked with what I had, so.
Yeah.
In the end, I did what I had to, and it's a process, learning process.
Now we see some changes to the gym. You got a bigger ring now.
Yeah, absolutely.
How does that help with your movement and sparring?
Oh, it's a lot better. I don't really have to make a huge adjustment, to the fight, and fighting in close quarters and going to such a big ring. I'm able to work on my footwork, work on my distance, and being slick myself, and work a lot on speed and technique and all the stuff I needed. I want to work on in the fight, and I'm able to do that without hitting the ropes as soon as I take a step back. So.
Yeah. I see some different faces here today helping you out. Yeah. Seems like you guys are building a strong team.
Yeah.
Is that helping you out? I mean, obviously it's going to help you out, but how has it helped you now getting, different advice,
Yeah, it's been different. It's been tough, not having my dad around, just having to switch it up so much. But I like the fact that, I'm getting a different perspective on things. And, all the best teams, they always had, coaches and people from all over, to come and give advice, and just gaining a different, different aspect, because you don't always know everything. So it's good to have different help and just something new, something fresh, and I'm able to incorporate that with the style I already had with my father and the communication. And me and my dad are good at working at piecing it together the way it works best for us, and gaining all that and working on everything every day.
Okay. As far as sparring, man, I've been here a couple of times. I noticed that you've been sparring, Joseph Fernandez several times.
Yeah.
How does that help you get used to different styles of fights? You're sparring the same guy over and over again. Not taking anything away from Joseph because he's tough. The dude can fight. But would you like to get different sparring to have different looks, different styles?
Absolutely. It's tough, to be honest. It's tough to get sparring around the area and get people to come in here. I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that I had a small ring, and it's tough for us to move around sometimes, especially with my dad in the hospital. Yeah. I've been able to get a good work, and the new camp that I've established now, I'm able to piece together something different. Even with the same person, I'm able to work on different things, because even him as a fighter progresses. He may be the same fighter, but if he works on something new and I'm working on something new, now we have ourselves a different sparring session, different technique, and all that. And I have a lot of in-house sparring too. People that are training with us now that I didn't have too much before, and it's good. We always find a way. We always find a way to progress and to bring something new to the table and work on different things. So.
Now, how do you they say that inactivity is dangerous for a boxer, because of the ring rust or the lack of progress. Can you relate overactivity to underactivity?
Absolutely. I mean, there's always a perfect balance to everything. To everything you do in life, especially in boxing. Same with the diet. You don't want to sit around too long, but you don't want to do too much.
Wait, hold on. Is that a fat joke, bro? You making fun of me?
No. But it's just a matter of knowing, how much to do, knowing when to give your body rest, and everything like that. I mean, you just need a good structure, a good plan, just a good foundation for yourself, especially. I teach a lot about that. I have my own belief in the Bible too. You just know when to work, you know when to rest. You need time to rest. You need time to give it all you got.
All right, man. Well, this is Brian with Sidestep Boxing. Look out for Sammy fighting September 23rd. It's in a couple weeks. Who's your opponent?
The name we came up with is Gledwin Ortiz. And I looked a little bit about him. He's probably just as big as, if not maybe a tad bit smaller than Greg Jackson, the previous fighter that we fought. Some things that I saw that I picked up on. We're working on that, working on the adjustments, seeing how he fights as a person, and we're working on everything we need to for the fight.
All right, man. We'll look forward to seeing you, man. This is Brian with Sidestep Boxing again with the famous Hurricane Sammy Valentin Jr. We're out of here.
Thank you.